Hello everyone, this is Abhijit and today we are going to start the lectures on dimensional analysis, hydraulic models and similitude. In these lectures we are going to look at the several aspects related to hydraulic models such as hydraulic models and type of similarities. We will also look at the dimensional analysis using Buckingham's pi theorem, and in the end we are also going to look at some model laws. So these are the contents which we are going to cover in the subsequent lectures. Now, in today's lecture, we are just going to look at the introduction to these topics and why do we need to study these topics, and briefly we will see what is the use of these topics. So, what are hydraulic models and why do we need models? Basically, when we are trying to solve practical problems in fluid mechanics, many times it is not able to solve the problem completely using the theoretical equations. Sometimes we have to take the use of experimental data also to get a complete solution of the problem. An example of this we will discuss. Let's say, let us say this is a pipe in reality, and we want to supply some fluid. It can be anything, some petroleum product we want to uh, transport through this pipe, and we want to find out what is the pressure at point P2. Let us say this is point 1. So pressure at point P1 is, let's say, P1, and 2 is, say, P2, and D is, suppose, the diameter of the pipe. It is flowing from left to right. And now, so pressure drop will be delta P equal to P1 minus P2. Now let us say we want to find out the pressure P2. This can be actually done using our knowledge of flow through pipes. We can calculate the pressure drop and find out the pressure at point P2. However, in order to be completely sure of this value, we can what we can do is we can make a model of this particular pipe in the laboratory. So this is in the field, but we can make or construct a scaled replica of this pipe in the laboratory. So what we can do in the laboratory, we'll make a scaled replica of the same pipe using a different diameter, a scaled down diameter and scaled down uh, dimensions of the pipe. And again, we will calculate the pressure at P1 and P2, or measure the pressure at P1 and P2 and check whether this value, what we have got, is correct or not. So what we are trying to do here is we are trying to predict the behavior of the actual field using the behavior of a model in the laboratory. This is the lab model. Now, this particular method is called hydraulic modeling, where we make a scaled replica of an actual prototype, and then we test that scaled replica in the laboratory and predict the behavior of the actual field, predict the values in the actual field using the values of the scaled model. So this is nothing but the hydraulic modeling. Now, there is a criteria which is called as similitude, which has to be achieved before we can predict the behavior. So, it is necessary that the prototype and model should be similar. This is known as similitude. Now, basically, we have to achieve three types of similarities between prototype and model. That is geometric similarity, kinematic similarity, and dynamic similarity. When we do that, we say that we have achieved similitude. So it is that procedure which has to be followed before we can predict the field behavior. Now, what is dimensional analysis? Basically, when we are constructing a particular model, then we can predict the behavior of the prototype for which we have constructed the model. However, if we want to study generalized, if we want to generalizedly study something, some parameter, let us say pressure drop. Let us say we have to study generalized pressure drop. and develop some equations which are applicable to any kind of problem, irrespective of the dimensions of the pipe. Then we have a powerful tool which is called as dimensional analysis, in which what we do is we combine various uh, dimensional uh, dimensional terms and form a non-dimensional parameter. Let us say in this case we want to find some equation for delta P, that is pressure drop. So I combine this some dimensional terms such as rho into V square. It can be anything. So let us say I have made this. Now what I have done, I have made this non-dimensional, and again I want to find out a relation of this pressure drop with some flow properties. Let us say rho Vd upon mu, flow and fluid properties. Let us say, suppose. So these two groups are called as, these are non-dimensional. So this is non-dimensional parameter, and this is also a non-dimensional parameter. So both are non-dimensional. Now if we do some experiments in the laboratory with different velocities, with different diameters of the pipe, etc., and generate a lot of experimental data, and then plot the data on such curve where we will have the one variable on x-axis, let us say the rho Vd upon mu. Let us say this values I'm plotting on the x-axis, and the delta P by rho V square I'm plotting on the y-axis, let us say. And we get the data, we'll get some scatter, let us say like this. All right. So now what we can do is from the laboratory experiments on several type of pipes, several type of fluids, several diameters, etc., we can develop a generalized relationship where we can find out a formula for pressure drop, that is delta P. So let us say it is delta P. Let us say we find that delta P upon rho V square is, suppose, square root of rho Vd upon mu. Now this is just, I am assuming that if we get such kind of relationship. Now this relationship is valid for any size of pipe, any dimensions of the problem in the field. So therefore, what we have done is we have made an equation which is scale free, which is free from dimensions. So this particular procedure is called as dimensional analysis. So it is a very powerful tool, and we are going to look at them some of the procedures to do that. One method to do this is called as the Buckingham's pi theorem. We will look at this Buckingham's pi theorem also at the end. All right. So from the next lecture, we are going to start with the hydraulic models. Thank you.